A Song in the Sky is available in English and in Lingala. This is the English episode. Previously on A Song in the Sky. Hello my friends, my name is Bénie. In the previous episode, I had dinner at home with my mom, Maman Pauline, my brother, Junior, and Mr. Diba, my dad's former boss. I don't like him. I know he wants to marry my mom, but he is not nice. And he's not my dad. I am sure that mom doesn't like him either. But she doesn't know how to tell him that. But luckily for us, Mr. Diba is allergic to dogs. And now listen to that. My brother Junior has a secret dog that lives in our backyard. Mom doesn't know about it, but I know it. And Mr. Diba couldn't stay for too long with us for dinner. He was sneezing every 5 minutes and all his body was itching. Well done, Junior. After that, I tried to go to bed, but I couldn't find any sleep. I was so nervous. You know, I had been selected to be part of the 15 candidates who were going to sing live on television for the annual ZARNACOM big singing competition. No wonder I couldn't find sleep. That was stressful. And then this is what happened. The next day, I was so tired from having fallen asleep late at night that I woke up late. I didn't even have time to eat my breakfast. As soon as I heard Mom leaving for work, I took a shower, I put on some clothes, a pair of jeans and a white t-shirt, and then I left. I couldn't be late for my first day on live television. What kind of singer does that? So anyway, I wanted to rush to get to the ZARNACOM TV studio on time, but on my way, I met Mr. Shabani. You know, Mr. Shabani, that's our neighbor who often brings veggies from his garden to my mom. He was on his way to work. He works as a newspaper street vendor, but then he stopped because he saw me. There was nowhere for me to hide. So I said, "Hi, Mr. Shabani." And he said, "Hi, Bénie. Where are you going in such a hurry early in the morning?" And I said, I'm going to see my friend Jessica. And he said, really? And I said, yeah. And he looked at me and he said, Bénie, you know, sometimes telling the truth is much easier than making up a lie. And I said, I'm not lying. And he looked at me again and he said, okay, but please, you be careful, okay? Take care of yourself. And I said, yeah, of course. And he smiled at me and he said, and also, good luck. Then he left. Good luck? What did Mr. Shabani know? Had any of my neighbors told him anything? Did he know where I was going? I didn't have time to think about it. I was late already, and professional singers are not late. So I waved him goodbye and I started running again. I finally made it to the studio. And guess what? I was the last candidate to arrive. All the other candidates were there already. That was not a good start for me. Mabel, you know, the lady with the blue hat who works for ZARNACOM. She came to pick me up at the studio's entrance. She said, Bénie, finally, you're here. We were all looking for you. I tried to apologize. Oh, I'm sorry, Madame Mabel. It's just that I live far from here and I... But Madame Mabel interrupted me. Hey. I don't have time for that. You need to go to the dressing room right now. Then she called one of her assistants and she said, get this candidate to dressing room number 3, please. Dressing room number 3? Whoa, that sounded good. No more big crowds and big waiting rooms and big waiting lines. ZARNACOM was spoiling us now. Since there were 15 finalists, there were 3 dressing rooms. We were 5 per dressing room. And guess who was in dressing room number 3 with me? Elodie, Doreen, Wilfried, and Samantha. Whoa, what a coincidence. As usual, Elodie pretended like she didn't see me. Just because her dad is a doctor, she thinks she's better than everybody else. Doreen and I, we're not friends, but at least when she saw me, she said, "Hello, Bénie." So I said, "Hello, Doreen." And then she said, Bénie, I don't have time to talk to you now. I need to warm up my voice. You know, unlike you, I sing gospel music. And unlike you, I play the piano. That means that I need a lot of preparation. I can't afford to come late like you. And I said, okay. Then I saw Wilfried. Wilfried and I, we are not friends, but we get along. When I saw him, I said, "Hello, Wilfried." And he said, "Hello, Bénie. What's up? Are you hungry?" And I said, "Oh, yes, I am super hungry." And he said, "There's some food for us in the back of the room on the table over there. Go and help yourself." And I said, "Oh, thank you so much." And I walked toward the table. Samantha was already there with her 2 assistants and the ZARNACOM video crew that was following her everywhere. And she was so beautiful. She had long blonde braids and her golden earrings and her golden bracelets. She was wearing even more jewelry than the day before. I wanted to say hi to her and finally get to speak with her. But she was busy answering questions for the ZARNACOM video crew, so I couldn't really approach her. And I don't think that she even noticed me. So, oh well. I started eating some puff puff with peanut butter, and then I drank some juica orange juice. You know, the one from the commercial. Juica, the juice of a generation. That was good. But then Madame Mabel called me and said, "Bénie, come here. You need to get your makeup done and your hair done, and the stylist needs to come and give you some new clothes too." Come on, guys. We are going to be on live television in less than 1 hour. And Mr. Arthur Mvula is about to come down now to say hi to you. There is no time to waste. What? Did you hear that? I was about to get professional makeup on my face and my hair done by a professional hairstylist. And my clothes were going to be picked by a professional stylist too. Whoa, that was amazing. I already felt like a star. But who was this Mr. Mvula Arthur that Madame Mabel was talking about? And why was he on his way to come and say hi to us? I didn't know him. And I suppose that you don't know him either. So let me quickly explain the whole thing to you. Mr. Mvula Arthur was the owner of Luxumor. Luxumor is the big jewel company that is the main sponsor of the ZARNACOM singing competition. They give millions of dollars every year to ZARNACOM to run and produce the show. While we were downstairs in our dressing room, Mr. Mvula Arthur was upstairs in a big office with Mr. Augustin Sergio, the CEO of ZARNACOM TV. They were having a serious conversation, discussing business. Mr. Augustin Sergio was saying, 5 million people are going to watch our show live this year. ZARNACOM is going to be the #1 TV channel again. Isn't that wonderful, my friend? To which Mr. Mvula Arthur replied, "Yes, it is wonderful indeed. We have a good partnership. So, you know what to do next, right? My niece, Samantha, she has to be the big winner this year. You have this under control, right? And Mr. Augustin Sergio replied, don't worry. We are already working on it. The vote will be in her favor. And by far. Mr. Mvula Arthur laughed and then he said, perfect. No, let me go and say hi to our candidates. I want to know what all these losers look like. Then Mr. Mvula Arthur came downstairs to dressing room number 3 to say hi to all of us. But he and Samantha acted like they didn't know each other at all. Isn't that crazy? So we had no idea that Samantha was the niece of the owner of Luxumor. Oh, but anyway, the makeup artist and the hairstylist and the stylist did an amazing job. We all looked wonderful. We looked like young superstars. And then Madame Mabel came to our dressing room again and she said, all right, everyone, listen to me. Today is the best day of your lives. At the end of the day, one of you is going to become a star. One of you is going to win $5,000 and a contract to record a single. So you guys, I need you to give everything and to do your best on stage today so that the audience and the people watching from home are going to want to call us and vote for you. And now we are going to be live in about 2 minutes. Everyone, get ready. Then all the studio lights went on. And in the audience, there were already at least 200 persons waiting for us. Whoa! And now, I'm sure that you want to know what happened next, eh? Well, you know what they say. You'll find out in the next episode. Mise, oh, na monike, uzwaki deja, oh, na ebike, okokiko sala, musala, nyonso, ganyaki deja, oh, na ebike. A Song in the Sky is a podcast series by Kwembila Productions. Written and created by Sabrina Moella. Lingala translation and assistant art direction by Mulongie Fuamba. Performances in this episode by Sabrina Moella.